All right. So, welcome to another episode of the Better Savage Lounge. I am here today with a very special guest. I have Tom from Asylum Cigars, and very excited for this. So, I guess just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been in the business about 18 years. Started with Calibri, the lighter company, then jumped in with Camacho Cigars with Christian Eroa. And then about 6.5 years ago, myself and Christian started, Christian had said, let's start a new company. So myself and him went and started Asylum and CLE together.
Very, very cool. What led you guys to decide to jump into this? I mean, what made you think, I'm gonna start our own company?
Well, Christian's family has been in the business for over 100 years. His father has been in Honduras with the farms. Christian grew up on the farms, and after he had sold Camacho to Davidoff, he was just too young to retire. So he said, "Let's try it again." So we went at it.
Very, very cool. Um, so what is your actual title is in the business? I mean, are you the CEO of the company
No,
or?
I am the co-founder and I'm the VP of the company. Christian would be the president of the company.
Okay, very cool. So when you guys decided to start this up, I mean, obviously Christian had experience doing this, and you had been working with him for a long time. But what kind of you know what did you guys run into when starting this up? Did you guys have any problems with it, or was it something you guys already kind of knew what you were doing and just were ready to go with it?
Yeah, I mean it was really pretty easy. We kind of had some ideas and concepts, and so it was just a matter of coming up with the blends and the cigars. And originally it was just going to be the two of us, and we were just going to kind of go a little bit smaller scale. And all of a sudden it took off, and he's like, "Let's hire a sales team." So we went and hired a full sales team, and just had went full bore ever since.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm a huge fan of Asylum. Ever since I really started, getting more and more into the business, everybody kept talking about how they were, and finally, picked up a 5 pack of the Asylum 13s and loving every second of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're some of the best ones I've what do you guys feel like your blend makes your more superior than other brands out there?
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't say we feel superior, but some of the things we do different. One of the things we use is authentic Corojo tobacco. So we use the first generation Cuban seed. Uh, Christian's father, Julio in Honduras, is the best at growing that seed on the planet. Nobody can grow it like he does. So we have that tobacco. And the second thing we do is we're the only tobacco company in the world that's certified through Bayer Crop Science. So a lot of people don't know what that means, but what that is Bayer, who is one of the largest agricultural companies in the world,
Mhm.
uh, has a certification process. So what that means is we have to have zero impact on the environment. So how we irrigate our fields, the wood we use at our box factories have to come from sustainable forests. Any chemicals we use are edible. Everything is food grade. Every time you walk into one of our buildings, you get sanitized. If you drive into our farm, the car gets sprayed. You step into our barns or our fields, you got to step in a solution, wash your hands. We have doctors on hand. So there's this whole process that takes place. And we are the only tobacco company in the world. Doesn't matter if it's cigars, pipe tobacco, cigarette tobacco, that is actually certified. We're 99.9% hygienic. Um, and so I think it's something that really does separate us from any other company in the world.
That's awesome. I mean, you guys, it sounds like you guys really make sure you take your job seriously with that, and making sure that everything is up to top notch for you guys. So when you guys started getting into the market and you started competing with these guys, what what were you guys doing to kind of set yourself apart, advertising wise, when we're going to these other, with the wholesalers and even with the your marketing with the consumers? What makes you
Well,
guys?
well, we were very fortunate, right? I mean, we Christian has been in the business for a number of years. I had been in the business a number of years, so getting out on the road and introducing it to people was the easy part. What really I think took fire for us is we came out with the two brands, the Asylum and the CLE lines at the same time. And so Asylum was meant kind of be the speed. It was a price point product. But really what took off with Asylum was we decided to do the big ring gauge cigars, 70 ring gauge.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of people who had them in the marketplace, but we found that through my experience, they just didn't supply them well. So when we went and blended the cigar, we made sure we had the tobaccos to really be able to provide the cigar. And I just think the name and the time and the price and everything was right for the big ring gauge really to take off. And it did. And it really has snowballed into making Asylum a very a legitimate brand in the marketplace today. Worldwide, it's doing very well. And then the CLE brands we could take our time with. We're not a discount company. We don't discount our products, and we really want to make sure that people enjoy the value and the quality of the cigars.
That's awesome, and that's what you want to hear as a as a consumer like myself. I want to hear that you guys are more interested in making sure we have the quality products over just pumping them out and having whatever out there. It's nice to hear.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what are you guys working on right now? Are you guys coming out with any new lines anytime soon, or are you just kind of working on things and seeing how they
Yeah,
go?
we're working on Asylum. We've always had uh, price point products, right? They have all been very fairly priced. And the CLE, we have the Aroa brand. So on the Asylum side, where you have a new kind of ultra premium Asylum we're working on, it'll be released in July. Um, it'll be a 7-count box, each individually coffined. Um, and that'll be something unique that we're finishing up the blend now. I think it's ready to go. Christian was just down in Honduras a week and a half ago finishing it up. So I think we'll be sure, but we're looking to launch that product later this year around the trade show in July. And then we have two new products from the Aroa side. Kind of working on the names yet. We haven't revealed the names, but these are going to be kind of ultra premium products, kind of going back to a fuller body approach. Everything in the CLE and Aroa line is very medium body, medium plus. But Christian's really well known. It really kind of made his name in the business by making a full body cigar. So we're looking at something kind of back into that real full body range. And so we have two projects on that side that I think people are really going to enjoy and kind of remind them of what Christian brought to the business when he first started in the business. Because I think the cigars we have now are amazing. The quality, the flavor, they're just really good. But we don't have anything really in the full body range. So we're definitely going to tap into that.
Oh, very cool, very cool. I'm a huge fan of full-bodied cigars myself. I enjoy the lighter ones, on occasion when I want to smoke more than one. But yeah, sometimes I just want that full body if I'm doing one a day type of thing. I want that, kick. So I'm very excited for that to see that come out.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that one. Um, going back to like the name and stuff, where did you come up with your names for them? I mean, what was it kind of the idea of that?
Yeah, in the beginning, we had another gentleman that was on board with named Kevin Baxter, and he had some great ideas and concepts, and so we kind of hired a designer, a friend of his in Kansas City, I believe, and he kind of came up with the logos and concepts, and we really liked them, so we went with those. And uh, the idea of the kind of the brand and what we were doing is, really Asylum's about uh, everybody seeks asylum, where they like to go to smoke cigars, where we kind of joke with the crazy names and that stuff, but Asylum's about where you go to enjoy your cigar, where you go to uh, enjoy your friends, get away from work or whatever it is, but it's where you go to enjoy your cigar with the people that you choose to. And so Asylum's always been about that. So it's been a great name, and I think it fits with anything, and really fits into life in general.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I mean, honestly, that's one of the things that got me into it was the draw to, the name that was, caught my attention on there, and you know, got to jump at that right away.
Yeah, thank you.
So personally though, what if you had to pick like a top cigar, what's your number one favorite? What do you have out there that's like
What I would
can't go?
smoke today on the Asylum side, I would say the Medulla Oblongata. It's really fantastic. It's 4 year aged Corojo tobacco, the authentic Corojo tobacco, and the box itself. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it comes with half round cigars, half box pressed. And lately I just really been enjoying, whether it's the natural or the Maduro. I've really been enjoying the 46 by 6 in the box press. Like it just if there was one tobacco in the world I could smoke, it would be the authentic Corojo every day.
Oh, same here. I'm a huge Kuro fan when it comes to those. Very cool. So kind of wrapping up things a little bit, winding down on there. Um, so when you're obviously a very customer oriented company. You're trying to look out for the best of customers. You're trying to give them the best products that you can get your hands on, and, ship out to them. If you had to say one thing to customers, as far as what are you going out there with? Um, to basically just get them, even you get new customers that haven't necessarily heard of you, and plus the people who have kind of get them pumped up even more.
Yeah, sorry, you kind of broke up there, so I wasn't sure. I didn't hear the question.
Oh, just basically, what do you say to your new customers to get them more interested in the products, and then your older customers to keep them, excited about all your new things coming out?
Well, I think one of the things is engagement. We really, really have to. Social media is so huge in our industry now, or in the world in general. And I'm a complete novice at social media. As a company, we're really trying to grow the social media side and be more interactive because we can't advertise in certain ways. And for us, print media doesn't do well, print advertising. So really, the social media push and then the engagement with the end consumer and our retailers. I mean, I think it's key for our sales reps. We have 11 sales reps on the road around the country, and it's key for them to interact. So we're trying a new program this year where we do, we're going away from events. We really just want to do samplings where people can really who want to participate. They don't have to feel like they have to participate, but when we schedule the dates, they can come in and get a ticketed event, try 4 of our cigars at that event for a fair price, a ticketed price. But we really want to engage them and talk about the cigars themselves, the company, and really start creating more contact with the consumers. So if they have questions and really to me this year it's all about engagement, really getting out there, whether it's myself or Christian or sales reps or through social media, just making sure we're engaging people. We're giving them some knowledge about what we do and how we do it. and hopefully people become fans of our products and getting them in their hands and allowing them to smoke them. And it's the only way we can grow our business today is getting the cigars in people's hands and letting them understand what we do and why we do it. So that's our complete focus this year.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's really exciting to hear. And I look forward to seeing more out there, and seeing you guys out promoting these. And I really hope like I said, I'm a huge fan of Asylum. I know how good they are, and I'm excited for people to get out there and see how great they are themselves.
Thank you.
And see them grow. I'm love that. So real quick, you said you're not you guys are just starting the social media, plunge into everything. So, where can we find you guys on social media?
You can find us at Asylum 13 Cigars on Instagram and Facebook. You can find us at I think CLE Cigars on Instagram and Aroa Cigars on Instagram also. And Facebook. So if you get a chance, we've got a new website. Check out the asylumcigars.com, clecigars.com. You can go there. We just redid the website recently, so those are ways that you can look and see our products, our swag that we have coming. I don't think the swag shop's open yet. They had a little hiccup, but that'll be open soon, where our swag items will be available for people who want to purchase. And but if they have any questions or anything, they can always go right to our Instagram or whatever and ask right from there, and someone will get back to them and answer the questions for them, whether it's myself or our marketing team or whoever it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can vouch for that because that's actually how I set up this interview, was through Instagram, and reaching out, and I got an answer immediately. So it was great. I'll definitely be posting the links to your website and
Thank you.
Yeah, all that stuff I'll be posting on my social media sites. That way, everybody can get with you guys on that. We'll put that all up for everybody. And yeah, so thank you very much for your time. I'm really glad we finally got to sit down and talk, and and I appreciate it. And good luck with the company. Keep making the best cars that I've had. Like I said, I'm excited for your future. I really am.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on, and hopefully we can do it again someday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Travis. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. You have a good night.
You too. Bye now.
Thank you.